Oh my god. This is the most highly anticipated movie of the last couple months, if not the year. Seriously, in the hype around this movie. I mean, James Cameron makes his triumphant return to cinema, and his return to being one of the masters of the sci-fi genre. As if he ever left. Silly Titanic.
I became a Marine for the hardship. I told myself I can pass any test a man can pass. All I ever wanted was a single thing worth fighting for.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an indigenous population called the Na'vi. They are very hard to kill.
This is why we're here. Because this little gray rock sells for 20 million a kilo.
Haven't gotten lost in the woods, have you?
Do you forget what team you're playing for?
The strong prey on the weak, and nobody does a thing.
You got 1 hour.
That this is our land!
So yes, this movie is huge. It stars two of the summer's rising stars, Zoe Saldana and Sam Worthington, and just makes a huge impact on cinema. I mean, yes, everything's talked about the visuals. The first scene, the very first thing you see, as you get into these, the first space scene is just amazing. This is the most visually stunning movie I've ever seen, without a doubt. The 3D just makes it amazing. I love this movie. I can't put into words how good this movie was. I mean, yes, he silenced all the naysayers, and anybody who's thought this movie was going to be stupid is done. This movie was amazing. I seriously was not expecting it to be this good. I mean, it popped up to 82%. Too many people are rating this movie on its hype rather than the actual quality of the film. Because the film, although its story is not extremely all that original, its execution is beautiful. It is fantastic. The action is never there it's never just there for people to be amazed at. The special effects are not just for awe, and it's not for spectacle. It's not that the movie is built around it, rather it's not built for it. It just fits in so perfectly to enhance and complement every detail of this movie. Last half hour to hour makes you're cheering for the Na'vi. You're cheering this huge epic battle. I mean, I have never seen something where I was just so emotionally involved. I mean, yes, it is the definitive action of this year. It is just so, everybody in the theater, there was a 10-minute clap, post-movie experience. I mean, oh god. I can't explain it. My optics, my eyes, I have an eyegasm. It was just pouring with amazement. I was just like, every time something happened, you were clapping, you were cheering. It was, if you saw District 9, the part where he's in the robot body and just jumps up and grabs the missile before it goes and hits that's like every minute of this movie. Sigourney Weaver, who was in Aliens, comes in and just does a fantastic, every supporting actor is fantastic. They can make you love you, they can make you hate you. The Na'vi are executed to perfection. I don't even want to talk about the visuals that much because it's just something that's so mentioned. I can't see how anybody wouldn't like this movie. It is fantastic. I'm not a fanboy or anything. This is a completely honest review. I mean, I was not expecting it to be this good. Regardless of what any naysayer might say about this movie, it was fantastic. I really hope it does get a Best Picture nomination. I hope it just destroys at the box office. I wanted to knock Transformers 2 off its feet as the most gross movie of this year. It deserves that. The development, played out and written by James Cameron, is impeccable in this movie. It does not drag, and it is not too quickly paced. I mean, it's the quickest long movie that I've seen since The Dark Knight, where it just snap your fingers. This movie, there was 2 points in this movie where the sound cut out for like a millisecond, and at that point, you were just dropped out of the Avatar universe. Every other point in this movie, you're completely engrossed in Pandora, in this film. It is just amazing. From the moment it starts, you are entranced. Oh my god, my theater was packed to the limit. It was fantastic. I mean, the only thing that separates this movie from being... Alright, you guys will be mad at me here. It is not my favorite movie of the year. I'm sorry. It's number 2. It's so close. It is so very close. It was just so close to being my... I can't even believe it. Hello there. So yeah, it was there's really only 20 minutes in this movie between two epic scenes that it just didn't feel like it held strong, maybe because it was the throw off from the epicness, but that is it. That is it. That's the only complaint I can have is this about 20-minute period in which I just... You know, I can't even complain about this movie. So yes, a 10 out of 10. If you couldn't have guessed it from my love, if you want to make fun of me, go ahead. This movie was awesome. This movie was amazing. I don't understand how people couldn't like it. Even if it wasn't for the visuals, I still would have loved this movie. It's a vibrant world. It is truly miraculous. James Cameron, I love you, dude. You can make a film. You are Michael Bay's alter ego. You can do everything he can't. You are his better half. You can make action and awesome special effects and all this other stuff and story. Go on, Avatar, and conquer the cultural world. 10 out of 10. Second favorite movie of the year. Might be the number 1. I'm going to watch my 2 favorites again, recompare. But seriously, was he there the whole time? Kind of feel violated, but I mean, just like it too much. That, you want to see a kiss? I'll do the thing then. Let's go, baby. Peace out, Girl Scout. Come with me, we're going up to the bedroom.